Welcome to KBN Sports Talks. I'm Kevin, and today we got another F1 talk. And this time we got the Emilia Grand Prix, which is in Italy, and it is more of a historical track that they used to not run until last year in 2020. They ran it because they needed tracks to fill in some races, and it was a great race last year. And then this year, it lived back up to that hype. It was a great race, a lot of action, a lot of stuff happened. I love that. I love how we're getting all these older tracks coming back, and the races are great. They're better than the newer tracks that are supposed to be the fun, the amazing to watch, the great racing tracks. But the old ones are doing the same thing and have better races. And today it was raining, the track was wet, and in the formation lap we had Leclerc spin. Wasn't about he didn't like car was damaged. He got back on the thing. He was fine. Literally the first lap, right out of the lights go green, and Verstappen gets a beautiful jump. Probably one of the best jumps this year, especially being in a wet conditions, wet track. He got a great jump, and he got out there, and he was side by side. Him and Lewis Hamilton were side by side going down that first straight, and even in the turns. And then it looked like there was contact, but I don't really think there was. I don't really think there was contact. Verstappen pulled out. Hamilton got stuck on a bump. We had Verstappen go into first, and from there on, Verstappen did not give up that position. He dominated this whole race. It was like a Lewis Hamilton performance, but by Max Verstappen. And then lap 2, everything started going wrong. Latifi hits the wall because he came on the track and he was reckless. Him and Mazepin touched reels, but it wasn't Mazepin's fault. It was Latifi, because Latifi didn't know that Mazepin was there, so that's Latifi's fault. So Latifi was out. Mazepin was okay. And then we had a safety car. We had Sergio Perez under the safety car on lap 4. He went wide on a turn, and 2 cars passed him, Gasly and Norris. And he gets back on the track and passes them. You cannot overtake people on a safety car. Even if you messed up, you have to go behind them. That's your fault if you mess up. Simple. He went past them. He zoomed past them, got his spot back. You can't do that. So he got a 10-second penalty, which kind of ended his race. Yes, he could try to stable and get like a couple points. That's good. But still, he had a chance. He was in the top 3. And then that happened. There goes his top 3. But then we had, on lap 8, we had Norris, Sainz, and Gasly in an amazing battle that was for just 6th place. It was 3 wide at one point. Then it could have been 4 wide because I think Stroll was coming up. And it was an amazing battle for just 6th place. That's not even like first place. It would have been, but no, it was for 6th place. And that is what sums up the midfield this year. It is going to be amazing racing for 5th, 6th, 7th, even 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's going to be so tightly knit and so close to each other that it's going to be amazing to watch. And then we had Hamilton had a very, very bad pit. And this is where everything started going bad for Lewis Hamilton in this race. Lewis Hamilton trying to get to Max Verstappen pits. Gets a great pit. Hamilton goes, he's close. And then Hamilton pits, and then 4-second pit stop. And there goes his chance, because he needs to be 2 seconds so he could at least be pretty close with the newer tires, and Verstappen, he wasn't. And then on lap 31, a lot of stuff happened. We had Hamilton went into the gravel. Don't know what fully happened, what he did. He just didn't take the turn. He just kept going straight. That's something that you cannot do. You have to turn. It's a race. And then we also had Bottas and George Russell got in a huge crash. And at first, me being a fan of F1, I thought, first thing popped in my mind, oh, Bottas didn't want Russell to get a point because Russell is going to replace Bottas. But then watching the replay, it looked like Bottas, to me it looked like Russell got scared, but I don't think Russell knew how far he was or how much on the grass he was. But I also think that it was both of their faults. I think Bottas should have gave a little bit more room, because Bottas really gave some room, but then he took that room back and made Russell go into the grass. So I think it was a veteran move on Bottas to tell the kid to get back, but it cost Bottas his spot, and it cost Mercedes two drivers for the Mercedes power unit to lose points, and especially Williams. Williams were trying to get that first point in a long time, and Bottas and Russell get in an accident, and there goes everything, because Latifi's already out. Now Russell's out. So, and then Bottas getting out hurt Mercedes and the constructors, but they can make that up if Bottas can continue. But Bottas is not impressing me lately. Bottas, back to what I was saying in the beginning, Bottas needs to perform better, a lot better, because, like I said, Russell's his replacement. Mercedes has someone to come in right away. If Bottas doesn't want to if Bottas doesn't perform or start winning, because he did not look good today. I know, the wet conditions, but he didn't look good even in qualifying. He didn't look good last race. He was struggling, and he's struggling hardcore when he should know that Russell's right there drooling over that spot. And if he gets that chance, Russell's going to take that and run with it. Because Russell's in a Williams car, and he qualified 12th, and he got up to 10th place, and then 9th place almost. And then that happened. So Russell is the future of Mercedes, in my opinion. And I think everybody knows that. And then from there on, the race there was a lot of battles back and forth. Nothing too exciting. Verstappen had the whole race. Then Yuki Tsunoda had a spin, and Yuki Tsunoda was, for a rookie, he's doing an amazing job. He started 20th today, and he got all the way up to 10th place. And then on a restart, he spun and lost all that hard work, and he fell down to 16th, and there that goes. And then Hamilton, as all this is going on, Hamilton went all the way back to 9th. And Lewis Hamilton had another one of those runs where he went all the way back up into second. He gained 7 positions in a matter of, I think it was 20 laps he did it, or 30 laps. And that is why he's the best ever. And he secured second. So who won the race was Verstappen, and there's really not much to talk about Verstappen. The lights going out, he was winning. From lap 1 to lap 63, he was winning. It wasn't even close. He was dominating. Verstappen, I give a lot of credit to. That was an amazing run by him, and good that he got his 11th career win. And it was almost the youngest podium. If Hamilton didn't come back, we would have had Verstappen, Norris, and Leclerc. Would have been the youngest podium ever for ages, but Hamilton came in and got second place. Norris got third. Leclerc got fourth. And then I believe that Sainz got fifth. And Ricciardo got sixth. And it was an amazing race, though. And I can't wait for the battle, because right now we have a battle between Verstappen and Hamilton. And like I said last F1 talk, it is an amazing battle because someone's actually challenging Lewis Hamilton. Something that we have not seen in a long time. That's not on Lewis Hamilton's team. It's a whole different car. It's Red Bull is challenging Lewis Hamilton. And that is an amazing thing for F1 and for the sport, and especially how the midfield is, where there isn't one team that's really bad. Well, there is. It's Haas, but and then you have Haas, they're probably going to finish last this year. But then you have Williams, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, McLaren, I'm not going to say Ferrari, because Ferrari's actually been looking pretty good. Alpine, Aston Martin. You have all these that are in the midfield that are going to be battling. That are battling for every point they can get. And it's going to be an amazing midfield because nothing's certain in this year. Where 1, 2, it's going to be Red Bull, Mercedes probably, and more than likely Ferrari third. But from there on, you don't know, except for Haas probably last. But then from there on, you don't know. Where's McLaren? Is McLaren going to get third? Because I'm going to actually put Ferrari in that midfield battle, because it is an amazing thing. It's amazing. It's going to be an amazing year. This is only second race in, and there's been so much drama and so much action, and an amazing day, to be honest, an amazing race. And I can't wait for the next race in Portugal. And I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what race. I just know it's the Portugal Grand Prix, and I can't wait for that race, and I can't wait for the races after that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought about the Emilia Grand Prix in the comments. Until next F1 talk, see ya!